the full moon being in Cancer and then Juno will move into Aries, that shift in energy, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let it go now. Happy birthday, Capricorns. All right, so look, this is y'all fairy news. You know, I haven't done a YouTube fairy news or like not being on live in a second, so, you know, let's get into it. So the first couple energies that I felt for y'all season, for one, the word for y'all season is liberation, okay? To feel liberated, I keep telling y'all there has to be some type of movement. Now, the definition of liberation or liberated or whatever, we're just going to use all of the context. The definition of liberation is the act of setting someone free from imprisonment, slavery, or oppression, release. It says freedom from limits on the thought or behavior. And the definition of liberated, it says liberated, says showing freedom from social conventions or traditional ideas, especially in regards to sexual roles. And it says freed from imprisonment, slavery, or enemy occupation. So already what I feel like is I've been telling Capricorns literally all year, y'all needed to open your heart, okay? You needed to open your heart and stop being so serious. And then I felt like when y'all did open your heart, be so serious, you just kind of laid your standards by the riverside. So it was just kind of like, what are you doing? Like, you know, I felt like y'all had to find this balance in between how structured you were and strict and then how open and loving you were. And I felt like that was your test of the entire 2022, okay? And I feel like now we're at a point where there shouldn't be any confusion. You know what I'm saying? You know, I always tell people there isn't any gray area or middle ground, but this is when I said there is middle ground. And one of my biggest advice for you guys right now, and this is collectively and for wherever you have Capricorn in your chart, is that like you need to start thinking long term. And you already think like that, but I think you need to think long term with everything besides material gain of money. There's this energetic field that is opening up for you that is a new path. It's new. You know, so I always hear this song when I'm like in this like real like flow energy, like, and it's like, didn't you know? Like and you know, so funny in the song she says, hold on. I hear the specific words of why I even played this song in the first place. She says, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Then she says, didn't you know, tried to move, but I lost my way. Didn't you know, stopped to watch my emotions sway. Didn't you know, knew the toll, but I would not pay. Didn't you know that you never know where the cards may lay? That's where I feel. It says time to save the world. Where in the world is all the time? So many things I still don't know. So many times I've changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back. This is the opening up your heart. She says, love is life. Life is free. Take a ride of life with me. Free your mind and find your way. There will be a brighter day. Love is life. Love is free. She says it twice. I feel like that. If somebody could be y'all spirit animal, I would say it's Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu don't take no shit, but Erykah Badu has this strong connection to source. And it's funny because she had this concert. She had this concert like a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, and it looked like she was like coming through a force field. That's what I feel like you guys are coming out of. You're coming out of this force field energy where, like, for one, I definitely see there was a lot of how can I explain it? Like, there was a lot of mistrust, or you weren't trusting in the right people and the right things. And then, you know, I also feel like a lot of you guys were always trying to seek an outlet because of your world was so chaotic. But in reality, this was supposed to teach you how to stand better on your own and open your heart to you making decisions instead of having to lean on others. I'm telling you something about how you opened your heart, and when you opened your heart, you laid them fucking morals by the riverside. And when you laid your morals by the riverside, it's just like, you know, I think you gradually shut yourself off, then you open yourself up. But then when you open yourself up, it's just like you're using people as crutches, and that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. You got to get yourself out that shit. The decisions that you made, you got yourself in it. You got to get yourself out of it. And that's the part of where, like, that's the part of that's the liberation feeling that I see. That's the part that's going to have you feel very liberated, is because of the fact that you're freeing yourself from being imprisoned from something or with something. I feel some of y'all's with people. Yeah, Mercury. You need to look up your Mercury sign. And right now, Mercury's in Capricorn. This is a good, you know what, it is funny that this comes out, because I was just telling them that this is not just about exes and negative people coming back. This is also for you to take a spin the block on a lot of them goals that you had. Though this is a time for you to spin the block on a lot of those things that you wanted, and now the universe is going to present it to you. And this time, how are you going to handle it? There's this energy where you need to ask yourself, how am I going to handle it? Not how am I going to do it? Not how, you know, how it's going to happen. It's how are you going to handle it? Because it's going to be presented to you. Y'all really need to let go of the Saturn. It's going to be presented to you. I was talking about this shit on my TikTok and on Instagram. Y'all need to go watch this last energy update that I posted on Instagram. The structure of how you are going to do something is going to be priority. How are you going to handle this next relationship? How are you going to handle this next friendship? How are you going to handle this next business ship? How are you going to handle these finances? Something about finances as well for y'all. I feel like something about your second house is a really big thing. Ninth. I keep hearing third. So second, third, and ninth, which is the third house communication of Mercury. Second house is Taurus. Damn. And the ninth house comes out. The ninth house. How you handle these things will help you identify where you are going to feel more liberated. You are going to have to seek the liberation. It's up to you. It's a perspective thing. Thank you. The way how you feel liberated in any situation, whatever it is, it's a perspective thing. If you don't feel liberated, it's based off how you handled it, and you didn't handle it properly. That's a big thing. Since you already rule Saturn is doing something around those houses that I just talked about. Saturn and Mercury are doing something, because if Saturn is the structure and Mercury is the messages, the thought process of how you think and how you speak, and then how you handle it. Something about the how. How. Pride is the devil too. The second house. This Chiron won't leave the bottom of the deck because it's inner child. Money, 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 money. It's funny that I hear that song's playing, Can I Talk to You? you need to learn. You need to work on how you talk. Something about the words you speak. It's how you do it. I'm telling you something about, it's the how of everything. How you handle the money, how you speak to people, how you deal with people, how you do this, how you do that, how you conduct business. Something about the how is really alarming at this time. Some of you guys need to work on how, and some of you guys, how you handle shit is exactly why you're receiving this energy. How you handle things is exactly why this is happening. See, Sagittarius season was very, it was very mind-boggling, and I wouldn't say it was really hard on Capricorns, because Capricorns felt like there was this sense of like, it felt like it was like, oh, it's ready, like we're ready now, and it kind of was a jump start. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you turn a car and it started for a minute, then it died down again. That was the energy to see, were you ready? Were you prepared? Were you gonna turn over? Thank you. Were you gonna turn over? And I felt like a lot of y'all were getting frustrated where you stopped. It was, and then you were like, you know what, fuck it. And that was already like I don't think they're ready for this. They might need to get a little bit of time to go under the hood and put some things together. And then some of you guys, I feel like it was just like, all right, come on, baby, come on. It was like one of those ones where you kind of like hit the gas with the bitch and crank the thing up, and then finally girl turn over. And that's what I feel like has happened. It's this process of just like it took a minute. I keep hearing them say it took a minute. It took a minute. Because Saturn has 7 rings. It has to go around 7 times. It took a minute. Watch how people act. Y'all need to watch how people act. That's very important. Leo. When Lilith goes into Leo in when is it? Is it in a couple days? Hold on. In January, what are the dates? I need the dates. When Lilith goes in from January 8th, 2 days after the full moon in Cancer. I mean, is it new moon or full moon? It might be new moon. I don't know. It don't matter. It literally enters Lilith. Leo enters Lilith on January the 8th. Something about that day, y'all need to start watching how people act. And look, Cancer right here. How they act is going to determine how you deal with them. Something about the hows. How is big. How is very big right now. How is very big right now. You need to watch yourself. How you move. How you do this. How you do that. And don't let people ask you too many hows. Something about you don't need to. Let me tell you this. A lot of people saw you do things, saw you go through things. This is where that inner child is coming in. A lot of people saw you go through things, and look at the descendant. This is the 7th house. A lot of people seen you go through things, do things, handle things, and now they want to know how. They don't need to know how from you. Because it don't really matter how you did it, because did it matter while you was doing it? This brings me back to that message that I had for you guys in Scorpio, where I told y'all had to be humble because you were so fixated on finances and money, and you allowed money to control your ego. And once money controlled your ego, that pasclavacier, like that luxurious thing, that was your only focus, was to live a certain lifestyle or to be of a certain status. And that really fucked you up because a lot of people envied that. And so it seemed like you were working harder, but you were only working harder because you had so many eyes on you of people that did not want you to win, that didn't care for you to win, that they didn't, if they couldn't be a part of it, it's like they threw so much bad energy on it. So you don't even realize that your rejection was was highly, it was big protection. Big protection. Like, it's bigger than what you think. Like, it's bigger than what you think. And that's why, like, y'all had to get through a lot of shit by yourself. Like, you need to go through shit by yourself. You can't just be, like, the decisions that y'all have made, regardless of what it was, like, you got to go through shit by yourself. I get everybody needs a support system, but certain shit you got to go through by yourself. And you need to learn how to thug that shit out on yourself, by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? That inner child, once your inner child stops seeking guidance and love and validation and acceptance from the external world, that's where you found a lot of this stability, if you want me to be honest with you. And others of you, your inner child is steady trying to seek somebody to cry to and talk to and validate your feelings and make you feel better. And that the lesson is for you to know how to stand in the energy of love alone. Like, you need to learn how to stand in the energy of love alone. So if that means that you have to show yourself tough love for certain things and grin and bear it, do it. But trying to already go outside of yourself, that's why a lot of y'all going to repeat a lot of lessons. You're going to repeat a lot of lessons because you steady trying to seek outside of you. Why you go outside of you? You need to stay inside. Like, I don't know. And it's crazy because, like, you know that. You be feeling like you be wasting your time. See, Sagittarius, expansion. That's Sagittarius energy twice. And I told y'all about Sagittarius season for y'all. That jump start. And some of y'all, I'm telling you, you gave up. Alexa, pause the music. You gave up. And now you're going to have to redo it again. And I hope this time you pay attention. You pay attention to the lessons that are coming in different forms of other people and different situations. It's just like a partial of a repeat. Now, the one thing I will say is you will get through these lessons a little bit quicker than you did last time because your awareness is at a different level. Your awareness is at a different level. I do see that with Capricorn season being the crown and the root, there's this energy where your crown is very open to receiving the clues, red flags, green flags. You no longer live in a land of Six Flags. You live in, if it's red or green. So I do feel like the lessons will pass down a lot quicker than normal, but you're going to have to learn it because you steady trying to go outside of you. There's this escapism. Escapism is probably the most unhealthy thing you can ever do. This Sagittarius energy is bringing a lot of expansion for you to understand that. See, escapism and then journey. Because you need to learn how to do the journey alone. There's a lot of fire energy in here. Fifth house, passion, Leo, fire energy. You need to look where you have Leo in your chart. Lilith is about to activate something in it. If you have Leo in your chart. If you don't have Leo in your chart, don't worry about it. But if you don't have Leo in your chart, Lilith is about to do something with your fifth house. You gotta do shit alone. You're codependent you're very independent and very codependent in the weirdest way. I think that's what catches you up because you are the GOAT. That sometimes, like, being a GOAT, it gets hard. And I think you kind of just want to relax in somebody else's comfort or relax in somebody else's space and energy. And no, you need to relax in God's company and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of Capricorns, y'all like to seek you and other people. And it's not a bad thing that you do it, but you don't do it in the right times. I'll tell you that. You do it out of desperation, out of need. You don't do it out of gratitude and happiness and growth. That's very, very opposite of what you're supposed to be doing it for. Very opposite. And this transit that's happening, so the transits that are going to be real big, where you're going to see a lot of like changes, because see, I told them it happens in threes, something about threes. So y'all season something about threes. So I felt like from the winter solstice till about, from the winter solstice until about the whatever moon is on the 6th, and then from the 6th until whatever little hold on, I got it. I gotta see the dates because something about threes. From Lilith going into Leo, it's another gap of dates as well. Hold up. Things are happening in threes. Just remember that. Good and bad. It's a full moon. This is exactly why this is happening in threes. So from the winter solstice until January 6th, there's something going on between those dates, right? And then from the 8th until the 12th, there's something happening there, okay? And then from the 12th until the 20th, there's something happening in there. Now, the number of days in between the time don't fucking matter, but those are going to be the quarterly shifts in between y'all energy. There's something about the shifts going to happen because on the 6th, there's a full moon in Cancer. On the 12th, Mars goes direct in Gemini. Juno enters Aries, which I've been trying to tell everybody about that Juno placement. Juno been coming up a lot. It's the partnerships. But the partnerships with the entering in Aries is entering into energy that is new. Aries is considered the first sign of the zodiac, like the new year. This is exactly what I mean about how you handle things because there's so much new energy. It says, when the asteroid of relationships moves into bold and independent Aries, it may be a fight for authority as we may try to be the dominant partner in our relationships. This transit brings a lot of heat and passion, but easily burned bridges. How you deal with people. This is what I'm saying. After that Lilith and Leo shit, I'm telling you, watch how people play. I'm telling you, watch people. Something about people. Okay? Then on the 20th, the sun will enter Aquarius, but on that same day, there's a new moon in Aquarius. Now, I know we'll be in Aquarius season starting on the 21st, but there's a little bit of Capricorn residue because Uranus goes direct, and then the Lunar New Year, which is Happy Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. In astrology, this year is the year of the rabbit, representing vigilance, I always fuck up this word, ingenuity and wit. And also it's fertility. Okay, very much so fertility. Okay, things start growing very rapidly. So those dates are very significant. So not the 20th, I'm sorry, the 22nd. That's going to be considered y'all three little dates that are y'all three little energy shifts that are happening. So in order for you to get through this one, I want you to pay attention to right now. I want you to really hone in on your 10th house. And master it. Master the part of you that feels like, how do I see myself as the boss? How can I step up in my life as an authoritative figure? How do I see these things? Like something about you need to step up with a full moon in Cancer. And it's gonna, when you see how you deal with things, you will also see how you deal with things. There's gonna be a reflection of how you deal with other people. And that's what this full moon in Cancer has been wrapping up, because I'm telling you, opening up your heart was a problem. But then you not knowing how to regulate the gate up and down, that is your biggest fucking issue. You pour out so much, and then when you pour it out, you get upset because it's like things don't happen the way you want it to, because you are Saturn, you're very structured. But the structure can't flow if you just letting the heavenly gates open wide at every second you think you can. You know, a lot of y'all are very draining. You're very draining. You're very draining. The energy, you know, and this is collective and this is like specifically, but like the energy of like Capricorn season, there's a lot of people going to realize they're very draining. This full moon in Cancer is going to help y'all, you know, stop letting people overflow on you. Overflow in your own fucking cup. Overflow in your own shit. Overflowing with those that are on your level. Overflow with those that are in your vicinity of the frequencies and your thank you. Your reality. Something about that. It's like a lot of y'all just draining as fuck. It says the first full moon of 2023 encourages us to stay home with our loved ones as we deal with domestic issues in private. So another thing is the truth shall set a lot of people free. And the truth of the matter that certain situations it's just not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work. It's going to be very It's going to be inevitable. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kept trying to tell y'all, release the energy of guilt. Release the energy of, you know what I'm saying, feeling bad for what it is. It's just not going to work. Like I'm telling y'all, and they keep saying it's not going to work. It's not going to work. The full moon being in the full moon being in Cancer, and then Juno will move into Aries, that shift in energy, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let it go now. The day after the full moon, the sun in Capricorn conjuncts Mercury in Capricorn. It says your words are your power today. Oh no. It's not gonna work. Oh, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. As I'm literally saying that shit, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. As I'm literally saying that, then I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm trying to. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Oh, God. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's why y'all need to watch what y'all say to people. Yeah, it says your words are your power today. As what you choose to say can make or break your reputation. Make sure you think before you speak. I keep telling y'all need to watch what you say. And this is collectively. Y'all need to watch what y'all be saying, because the shit that be coming out y'all mouth is crazy. You know, that's why I really been thanking God for me being able to handle all the controversy about what I said about people, you know what I'm saying, having kids out of ill intent and people not comprehending what I said. Like, I really be wanting to snap at people, but I don't want you're not going to affect my reputation, so I'm just going to politely delete it. You know, a lot of y'all just need to learn how to delete shit. Delete the person, delete it. Just delete it. Fuck it. No need to even get upset now. Just delete it. That's been my energy lately. If I don't like what you said on my post, I'm deleting it. I don't even care what you said. I don't care. I'm going to delete it. If, you know what I'm saying, my response to everything lately has been very calm. My tone has been very loving. There's this energy of where, with Mercury being in Capricorn, you need to handle every situation in a Cancer type of energy. Very loving and nurturing and very clear and very, you know what I'm saying, like not coddling and not, you know what I'm saying, not arrogant and not ignorant and not emotionally manipulative. There's just this energy of where it's very soft and sweet. And that's how I've been lately. When I really be wanting to tell people, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And that's that Capricorn energy of very stern and very, you know, staying stickler, but something about this energy, it has this trickster mindset. A lot of people are in this like illusion of toxicity, that they feel like toxicity is love. And since they think toxicity is love, their responses are coming from a very unhealed place. So if you already can seek the lack of love in someone, there's no need for you to contribute to their ignorance. You just keep it pushing because you love yourself. And one thing about it is, when in that Cancer energy, it gives me home is where the heart is. So if home is where the heart is, it means the words that I speak are full of love. I'm telling y'all, watch that shit. Watch what you say, especially after the 6th, because once the full moon in Cancer, something about how you consider things to be at home. Hold on, let me get my words together. It's locked down. Like there's bolts on the door. There's the little lock thing there. There's a security guard outside. Like something about this full moon in Cancer, it locks down the whole kingdom. The whole kingdom. Eagle to eagle, says mastery, locks down the whole kingdom. And Sarah Jacob Roberts, she just posted a sermon for today's church, and it says, I think it says something to mastery. So it's very interesting that I'm doing this, and that's literally what she did. An invitation to mastery. Thank you. It's an invitation to mastery. I think y'all should go listen to it. I think I'm going to go listen to it too. It says, you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. I'm telling you, this is what I mean. And the ego sees things from a higher perspective. That's why going back and forth with people is very redundant. It's unnecessary. The cat, independent. There's a lot of independence here. There's a lot of independence. Being your own person. It says you are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. This is what I meant about how you handle things. You don't need to go outside of you to ask somebody, well, what should I do? And how should I do this? And how should I do that? A lot of you guys, you need to, if you've done research about things like previously, you need to make sure you go back on that before you just go and ask people for help. Go do it yourself first. Go research it for yourself first before you go ask somebody what to do. That's something that y'all need to pay attention to. Always prepared. You need to go do it yourself. Google it first before you go and ask somebody, because y'all gonna fuck around and ask the wrong person. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun deposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distraction take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. Miracles, the hummingbird. This is what's happening. There are very, I'm going to go ahead and say, there are very exciting, very over the top. See, after hummingbird, the lion, higher calling. And I've been telling them about that fucking line of royalty. And when Lilith goes in, you know what? Watch when Lilith go into Leo. Something about, look, after the lion, ladybug, good luck. Come on, you can't make that up. You can't make that up. You know, y'all need to start saying affirmations like, life is easy for me. I'm lucky. Magical things happen to me every day. The universe surprises me in ways that make me happy. Y'all need to start saying affirmations like that, because you just might get it. And I don't know I think it was Capricorn or Earth sign reading that I was telling y'all about that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing kept coming up. You know, when Charlie had, he had got the chocolate bar from the family, you know what I'm saying? And remember the mom was like, don't get his hopes up. And then the granddad was like, no, he has every chance to get it just as anybody else. That's Saturn, and that's the moon. Remember I told y'all that the moon was going to get off the emotional and be more logical? I didn't even think of that. Oh my gosh. The moon. Oh my gosh. The moon is the mother. I told y'all the mothers were going to get out of the emotional, and they were going to get more logical, where it's going to be like, all right, be for real. That's how she was in the movie. In the movie, she was like, Dad, don't get his hopes up. You know what I'm saying? It's millions of people out there. And he was like, he has every choice. He has every, reason to get it just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, you know, she did that whole cheer up, Charlie, like, you know, trying to get him out of La La Land, but making sure he just, you know, he cheered up. What were the words? Oh my God. Now I got to look this up. She says, it's funny how it's a lot of music. Pay attention to the music that you're hearing right now. She says, you get blue like everyone, but me and Grandpa Joe can make your troubles go away. Blow away, there they go. Cheer up, Charlie, give me a smile. What happened to the smile I used to know? Don't you know that your grin has always been my sunshine? Let that sunshine show. Come on, Charlie, no need to frown. Deep down, you know the world still is your toy. When the world get heavy, never pitter-pat 'em. Up and at 'em, boy. Someday, sweet as a song, good luck. Charlie's lucky day will come along. As we got good luck. Oh my God. Till that day, you got to stay strong, Charlie. Up on top is right where you belong. Look up, Charlie. You'll see a star. You'll just follow it and keep your dreams in view. Pretty soon, the sky's going to clear up, Charlie. Cheer up, Charlie. Do cheer up, Charlie. Just be glad. Be you. After that shit happened, Charlie... So they got him one for his birthday. Grandpa Joe had given him some either bought him something or he like bought him another one and he didn't get it, right? Then Charlie was on his way home one day and he found some money. And he went to the chocolate factory. I mean, he went to the candy store. In total, Charlie bought 4 bars. Okay? He bought he got gifted the first one. His grandpa gave him the second one. The third one he got from the store and he didn't find it. Then all of a sudden he was like, I'm going to get another chocolate bar for my Grandpa Joe. He got the other chocolate bar from Grandpa Joe and he ended up having the golden ticket. And when I tell y'all, that is the energy. But see, the first thing was that somebody stole the opportunity first. And they was like, all the tickets are gone or whatever, but somebody stole it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a kid. That's what I'm saying. Somebody, oh my gosh. Okay, now this is making sense. Somebody, an adult, he got the last ticket, but it was a fake one. Somebody stole your gift, your joy, your dream. Somebody stole that, okay? And it really comes from an adult. An adult did that shit to you as a kid, which made you close off your heart from thinking that your dreams could come true, or to think that you couldn't be lucky or you couldn't be happy. Somebody stole it. And then come to find out it was a fake. And that shit went news-wide. Everybody found out. And I tried to tell y'all, in Capricorn season, when the truth comes out, it's not just for the truth to be, you know, for the groups to know. Now the world's going to know who stole what. Somebody stole something, whether they stole your joy, whether they stole your abundance. They stole it, okay? They stole it. And so then when Charlie finally did get it, the first thing that the man said, I remember he got the ticket and everybody could hear it. Everybody heard it. He's got the last ticket. And then everybody was trying to like bribe him for it. Like, you know, I'll give you this and I'll give you this. And you remember the postman said, he said, Charlie, run home. Don't stop anywhere until you get home. That is the energy that I keep feeling. And I had a YouTube video that I posted like a couple weeks ago. And I was saying how they're going to give you a folder and they're going to get the fuck on. And I want to say that was the week that Capricorn energy was coming in heavy. And now we're in Capricorn season. And that's where that jumpstart energy has been coming, because I felt like when in Sagittarius season, you got to jumpstart on downloads. You got to jumpstart on dreams. You got to jumpstart on all these things that it kind of made you feel like, all right, well, I'm about to just go ahead and do it. And then it didn't happen. It kind of was like, well, what the fuck was that? They were like, oh, we just wanted to see if you was going to do it. It was like why would you play like that? Like, y'all know I'm down. It's like, no. Yeah, we know, but we just need to see, like, were you going to tell somebody? Like, what were you going to do? How were you going to handle it? I'm telling you, it's about the how. Something about the how. How. And in this season, the releasing, the rest, the rejuvenation, something about that is not, it's rest, rejuvenation, release, and reward. Release, rejuvenate, rest, reward. And they keep saying it just like that. You were supposed to do all threes. And I'm telling you, and that's the 4th R, just like it was the 4th chocolate bar. I feel like that. I feel like in this season, that inner child is no longer going to be in an energy of, but what if? I do feel like there has been this time period where there has been this gray cloud above your head, just like it was on Charlie's. And the polarity of the situation is for you, the reason for this polarity was to test your faith. There's this test of faith in Capricorn season with anything that's going on, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, financially, it's this test of faith. There's this test of faith. You know, those that are going through certain situations, however you're going through it, it's still going to be a test of faith. I don't care if, you know what I'm saying, you lost everything, you trying to figure out how the fuck you're going to get it back. It's all a test of faith. A lot of y'all have to go through these tower moments when it comes to partnerships and it comes to any of this energy. Like, it's everything that has to do with like people in the home energy is very significant in this season. And that's where I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I done told y'all, but moving in silence is going to be key. And you honestly wouldn't have to move in silence if you understood what discretion was with people. And I think that some of y'all have learned that lesson to the T. to the T. I remember I told, I don't know if I was on a live, but I had said, I was like, yeah, God cleared me to, do a little bit of emotional manipulation. Because it's not really emotional manipulation if you just kind of throwing people off of shit. Is it really bad if I'm just kind of throwing you off because you're asking questions? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not, I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you the truth. That's the energy that I feel. Because I remember asking God, like, so, like, how I'm going to move, like, for real, like, how I'm going to do this and like, how I'm going to handle this and how I'm going to handle that, due to the circumstances that I'm going through. Because, you're making it very clear, like, we have an alliance and we have an agreement, and you are really teaching your children discretion. So how do we handle to be in a season of discretion and also in a season of purity and openness and vulnerability? He says, well, you don't necessarily tell the whole truth, but, and that's kind of how he answered it. I'm like, well, what does that mean? He's like, well, it's kind of like when Jesus was like, why haven't you believed that you've already seen the Father? If you've seen me and I'm the Son of my Father. That's kind of how it is. Like, people be like, no, we need to see God. And Jesus is like, but you already seen him because he's within me. And people are like, well, what does that mean? Well, what do you think it means? If God is within me and you already seen God, right? That's the energy that I feel. I feel like there's this like kind of a riddle of like one of you will betray me tonight. And somebody's like, is it me, Jesus? And he's like, but one of you will betray me tonight. It's like saying a lot without saying a lot. That's what this energy gives me. And the second, the third, and the ninth house have this energy of where Mercury is literally, and Jupiter's like, what? And Mercury's like, shh. Because it's in Aries. Aries is very fiery. Rah! Like, what? And then it's over there whispering to Venus, like, and Venus is like, okay. Because Venus is in Taurus right now. Uranus is in Taurus right now. So that's Aquarius energy. They just want to know. So Venus is talking to Uranus like, hey, Mercury said, we doing. And Uranus is like, whoo, let's light this candle. Let's light this bitch. Like, I'm with it. What you trying to do? I've already knocked over everything of that they're fearful of, their doubt. I've already knocked them in the tower moments of understanding their attachment styles, their codependencies, their lack of love, their lack of a structure, their lack of listening to the Lord. I've already knocked it down. So let's light this motherfucker. What you trying to do? So everybody's in these cahoots and everybody's in this energy and everybody's just sitting there and we're all just waiting to see what happens. And that's where the old version of you that's coming from this last calendar year is. That's why I say y'all need to pay attention to your attachment styles, because that is how the 2022 energy is trying to hold on to you by, like, I explained that I have an anxious attachment style. So she's being very, she has a lot of anxiety about shit where it's just like, girl, you already know what's going on. And it's just like, yeah, but like, what is it? And she like, but girl, and it's like, girl, mind your business. Like, it's not about the win. It's about how you handle it when it happens. And when Saturn moves into Pisces on the 17th, that's where that energy shift will be happening. Like that week, that's why there's a lot of uproar in that third one where it literally like, it's like, let's light this bitch for real. From the week of, so y'all know it's Saturday to Friday. So the 14th through the 20th, something about that week, let's light this motherfucker. And then that's when that third pinnacle energy, the Three of Pentacles keeps coming out for me. That's when that third energy just starts. So from let's light, I'm telling you, I just keep hearing, let's light this bitch. Let's light this candle, huh? Like, they are ready to light this thing up. Figuratively, specifically, and everything. It's no, I don't know when I said that, but I remember telling them, like, it's no longer family business no more. Do you realize that you are a champion? Yes, I did. Where are you being called to journey to? It's no longer family business anymore. This is a reward. This is a reward from the crumbling. I told you, it's no longer family business. This is a reward from Scorpio season. I hope you guys understood the in-depths of the wounds that that Pluto was doing for y'all. Pluto really opened a lot. And if you want me to go a little bit deeper into it, Pluto also opened the wounds of your entire bloodline. So that is partially why things got a little bit more complicated, because we're in the south node of Scorpio. So it was kind of like, we gonna stop with them. This gonna stop with them. And some people passed, some people didn't. So therefore it has to go to their children. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a big deal. But what I'm saying is, like, there was this like cosmic understanding with the divine orchestration of everybody up there that was like, this gonna stop with them. So just get them in that. Because the North Node is in Taurus. So if the North Node is in Taurus, that means the North Node is for us to follow the uncharted territory through energy of godly consciousness. That's exactly what we've been doing. Following a godly consciousness. So what would Jesus do? I just keep hearing that TikTok. Matter of fact, hold on. What is that? What does it say? Hold on. Go ahead.
Let's light this candle, huh?
There's this sarcasm. Oh my goodness, there is this sarcasm. There's this sarcasm in this energy right now. That's like, go ahead, let's light this candle. Like, let's do it. Like that girl on TikTok. I'm telling you, there's this energy of like, you wanna go? Like, you really want, this is how you want to handle things? Because like, let's light this candle. You know what I'm saying? Ancestor energy is heavy. HEAVY. On my TikTok right now, I'm doing a little series of Ancestor 101. I don't even know why, what made me do it. Somebody asked me about it, and I just answered her question. And something was like, you need to do a little bit more, you need to go ahead and speak a little bit more information about ancestors, because their energy is heavy. And when I tell y'all, people, ancestors is just like this.
Go ahead. Let's light this candle, huh?
There's this sarcasm. Oh, there's this sarcasm. There's this sarcasm. Because if Pluto is the deep wounds and these wounds was generational, that means people are not just affecting you, you affecting bloodline business. So there's no longer family business. People are no longer trying to throw energy onto you and they just affecting you. At this point, after all this healing, after all this work, at this point, now it's ancestor business. You need to make sure, I'm telling you, that's why I said, watch how people act and treat around you, because your ancestors is not playing. Ancestors is a big thing. And I told them the biggest thing about ancestors is, if you don't have no spiritual practice, don't come ask me about no ancestors, because I'm the first thing I'm going to ask you is, what is your spiritual practice? And you be like, oh, what do you mean? Then you don't need to be communicating with no fucking ancestors. Spiritual practice. How do you engage in spirituality? That's your personal belief, regardless if you're in the Bible, regardless if you're in like Oshun or like Egyptian or like at the Atlanteans and all that shit and shit like that, like all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who you with, just different ones. I don't want to mispronounce any. Buddhism, or Buddhism. I don't want to say it wrong. I'm sorry, but that's what I mean. Like Hinduism, whatever you in, you need to make sure you are in a spiritual practice before you start stepping into ancestral things. Because see, these ancestors, I'm telling you, that the deep wounds you went through, they went through. The same generational curses you broke, they healed those that they did not conquer in their lifetime, so they will be able to help you against it in this lifetime. As you were healing them, you were healing them as well. That was one of my affirmations. As I heal myself, I heal my ancestors. So therefore, that anger, that remorse, that regret, that guilt, that, you know what I'm saying, that anxiety of a life lesson that they weren't able to accomplish in their lifetime, I did it in my lifetime. So therefore, they have this energy of like, I'll blow this motherfucker up, because they didn't just heal, they unlocked me from something. This opening of the heart has not just unlocked something on the physical realm. I think y'all need to understand this. This has unlocked something on a spiritual realm. I told you, this is no longer like muggle shit. This is all spiritual. This is the effects of all the accountability, all the acclamation that happened in 2022. This is the effects of that. A lot of the accountability that some of y'all took accountability for ancestors and generations before you. It was beyond you. Yeah. Lilith has been in Cancer. Everybody's been in their energy, while Lilith has been in Cancer using their Capricorn energy of where they stand as an authoritative figure. That's why all that family shit is dead. It's real family. It's real love. It's real guidance. It's real shit, real support. It don't come with emotional manipulation. It don't come with lies. It don't come with illusions. That ain't it. That's why I said ancestral energy is very heavy in this season. So I need everybody to get on their spiritual practices, get connected with the Bible, with the Lord, with whoever you believe in, your higher power. And I need you to go ahead and lock down on it so he can go ahead and put you in a position so you can have some better communication with your ancestors. Because trust me, they here. Like, I ain't been playing with my grandma lately. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been trying to keep her out of the videos and pictures and stuff like that because, her energy right now is so strong. And I know it is because she's trying to prepare me for something different. She's already in the next place. So therefore, I got to make sure I keep her energy alive while I'm here right now in this energy, in this present moment. Because she already doing something in the future. I had told them about ancestral money. Since finances will be a big thing in 2023, I want you guys to invest more into tithing. I don't know. You need to give back to your ancestors in financial things. If they ever wanted you to spend the money, they'll let you know. Okay? If they ever want you to buy something for them, don't buy it with their money. You go buy it with your own money. Don't buy it with their money. That's their money. You put that in the church, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to that. There's this energy of where like things on the altar, you need to pay attention to that. Look, it was 52:22 when I said that. Ancestor energy. If you don't know who your ancestor is, you need to start with God. Ask God to reveal them. Ask God to help you understand them. Learn the spiritual practice first before you decide to step up in this energy. If you just go and just start praying, God, please show me ancestor, God gonna be like, you're not ready, baby. You don't have no connection with me or whoever you believe in. You don't have no connection with them. It's like, you're going to fuck around and listen to the wrong ancestors. I need you to understand, like, ancestors, you need discernment with ancestors. People ask me, do I have any more? I probably do, but the only one that I acknowledge at this time is my grandmama. And I respect and love all the ancestors that are here to help me, but that one, me, if we locked in, ain't no switching up. Pay attention to this energy. Like, it's so different sides of the spectrum. It's crazy. Literally the crown and the root. I said in my podcast, it's literally A to Z. Like, it's crazy. So, I want everybody to really think. Okay? That's all I can say. Think. Journal. Read the Bible or read the book you believe in. Get into it. There's a lot of words and scriptures, and there's a lot of just words. Something about words is very significant. Regardless if you're speaking them, you're writing them, something about the words are very significant. Okay? All right. We're going to get a card to close out. Ancestral energy. All right, let's get one from here. That was fast. Stargate heart. Heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. What did I tell you about your heart? Look at inner earth, base chakra. This is the root chakra. Strength, security, laying foundation. Ancestor energy is heavy, 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 heavy. Since we are going through a lot of feminine energy, I want to go ahead and bring this. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Achievement, effort plus intention. Harvest, gathering to blessings. 49 is 13, which is 4, and then we got 44 right here. I'm telling you, a lot of ancestors. A lot of ancestors. The achievement, effort plus intention. This is how we got here. If somebody was to ask you, how did you get here? That's how you got there. It says the priestess of the white buffalo stands shoulder to shoulder with the mighty beast, bringing a message about the direction of your life. She reveals that you will achieve success by aligning your conscious intentions with the drive and energy that you focus on your goals. Some people have clear, specific intentions, yet their efforts fall short due to confusion, misdirection, or even laziness. Others put a lot of effort into their lives, but their intentions are unclear and full of doubt. The message here is to bring two together in a lucid and logical way. Understand your true intentions and take responsibility for the effort you put into them every day. The buffalo are methodical, y'all. The buffalo are methodical in their movement, and they have humps on their shoulders, symbolic of the ability to carry heavy loads. This represents the systematic energy needed when attempting to bring your intentions to fruition. Abundant success is assured when you apply plan and patient effort to the intentions that truly resonate with your heart. How you do things is very important. Integrity. Everything needs to be done with integrity. Since the white buffalo is also a sacred and rare, this card brings a special message. It is time to raise your intentions and take your effort to a higher level. Bring prayer. I love that it says prayer. Bring prayer to your path and you will ignite the unlimited abundance that this beautiful creature signifies. The affirmation here says, I create clear intentions and put patient effort into my goals. I bring sacred prayers to my personal pursuits every day. The prayer part gets me because in the video that I did, this was the thing. I mean, this is something that I brought up. I don't know why it came up in the reading, but they told me to grab the book. And it says the secret power of speaking God's word. I told you something about the words that you speak. We're going to get a verse from here. And then also the fact that I think the white buffalo means something in the Native American things. Laziness and passivity. It comes from Hebrews 6:11-12. He says, I desire to show the same due diligence and serenity in realizing and enjoying the full assurance and development of my hope until the end, in order that I may not grow disinterested and become a sluggard, but an imitator, behaving as those do through faith, and by practice of patience, endurance, and waiting are inheriting the promises. That's literally what I just talked about. And then it makes me also look into the whole it makes me think about the remember the laws of karma that I was talking about, how this year will be the law of what did I say this was going to be the law of? This was going to be the law of creation. And we're coming out of the law of patience and reward. Glory to God. Glory to God. You know, like, that's crazy. Okay, well, I love you. I'm going to be doing, since I did all the zodiacs. Oh, shit. Since I did all the zodiacs in Scorpio season, I'm going to do all the zodiacs in Capricorn season. So I'm going to do that another day. So don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button, okay? You know what I'm saying? I don't be saying that because I feel like you should just already do that. But I realize you might just need to tell people that. And I have a lot of like projects, and the herbs is going dumb right now. I just added 1, 2, 3. I think I just added like 3 new strands. No, 4 new strands. A couple of them have blue lotus in them. So that's good for like lucid dreaming, which a lot of you guys will be doing next year because Saturn will be in Pisces, meaning the subconscious mind. So a lot of ways so you can move in silence and move a little bit stronger will be the information will be sent to you through Neptune energy, which is songs, TV, writing books, and all that. And biggest thing is dreams. That would be a big thing. That's why a lot of y'all need to get off that weed for a second and get on something else. Go back to weed. I'm not telling you to quit it completely, but you gonna see the difference in a while, because they want to affect your subconscious mind, because your reality is a reflection of your subconscious mind. So that's the only reason. It's trust me, it's definitely power in my words that I'm telling y'all. I don't be saying shit for no reason, okay? I don't no need to lie, okay? And hall passes will be all Capricorn season, so I am gonna do a sale on hall passes that will start after the full moon. And they'll be like I'm probably gonna do like 20-minute virtual sessions to kind of like get some personal energy. So I'll put that somewhere or whatever. And other than that, I love y'all. Happy birthday. Bye.